So the people came and they took her and the baby to the new home, and she didn't like the new home because she didn't know the people at the new home, but they were really kind. And the daddy, he didn't get in the bed with her and tell her that they had to keep secrets, and they made her go to this place and she had to talk to the people, and the people told her that it was okay to be a great secret keeper, but she needed to tell them what had really happened with her and daddy. And she said she couldn't because daddy was her best friend and she didn't want daddy to get in trouble. And they said, baby, daddy is not your best friend because your best friend would not hurt you. And I told her it hurt at first, but then it didn't hurt anymore. It's that baby that made it hurt down there, and that's why I don't want to deal with that baby. And so the lady kept telling me that what daddy did was wrong, and that real daddies don't hurt their daughters like that, and that no man should have ever touched me in my new places because those were my new places. And I didn't like her at first, but she kept saying it over and over and over again. And they kept making me talk to that baby and look at that baby. And I didn't want anything to do with that baby. He was my little brother, but I just didn't like the fact that I had to be his mama because I'm only 11 years old. And so the lady told me a lot of times that I could tell her. And so I told her about the first time that daddy came in my room and he said that I was going to keep a secret and it was going to be between me and him. And I told her that daddy did it all the time and that I didn't like it, but I was the best secret keeper and I was daddy's best friend. And so even when we went to church and daddy stood up and talked to the people in the church and told them how to find God, that I didn't say anything because I knew that I needed to keep that secret. And even when mama kept fighting me because there was a baby growing in my belly and she thought it was because of the neighbor across the street and I was just being fast in my pants, I didn't tell the secret because I was the greatest secret keeper. And then I found out that I wasn't the greatest secret keeper because DNA told that daddy had put that baby inside of my stomach, and then that baby had came out of another part and it hurt really bad, and I didn't like that. And I started getting mad because why would daddy do that to me? If he was my best friend, why would he do that to me? And every time I looked at that baby, that was my brother, that was my son, it looked just like my daddy, but it was something wrong with that baby because all it did was cry all the time. And so as I got older and realized everything that daddy had done to me and how sick that was and how malicious he was in his actions against me, and I started to realize that that wasn't my fault, that my daddy was a predator, I learned how to love myself and I learned how to love that baby. And the unfortunate thing is that baby will suffer for the rest of his life because daddies and daughters are not supposed to mate.